Ooh, yeah. Let's go, y'all. How we doing? Previously on Kimba TV. CPI Wednesday. Tito. Need to put in short like everybody or long? Well, I would wait a little bit for the short because you have single prints up there that are still ungrabbed. But something like that might be the short. Like that or like this. How we schwiggity doing? How we schwiggity doing? 5 minutes and change. Let's go. Who juicing? All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. CPI in a couple minutes. Beautiful. 15 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Bugatti money time. Let's go. Schwiggity. Juice. Let's get nasty, y'all. Let's get nasty. You're all caught up on the highlights. Perfect. Let's go. Happy 420. CPI Wednesday. We gonna get nasty, y'all. Schwiggity, y'all. Let's go. Come on. Robinacci. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we have an hour until traditional markets open. The thangity thang is the thangity thang. Ooh, wait. CP easy for sheezy. CP easy for sheezy. Everybody Gucci? Zoyo says, do we buy long now? The plan is set from last night. We spent literally 9 hours yesterday. So if you're, do you think that you would want to take a position if you didn't know what you wanted to do going into CPI? I think you got to have a little bit more respect for the market than that. If you don't know what you were supposed to do or what the plan was, I would sit back, relax, and take notes. You have this shit every month. So, sounds good? But if you want to know what the plan is, the highlights should be pinned up top from yesterday. Yeah, we spent all week talking about don't be the guy that shows up CPI Wednesday morning asking what the plan is. That's why I said, ask me whatever you want for the next 24 hours so we get it all covered and figured out and prepared and planned out. But let's get nasty. Let's get nasty. Let's go. All the OGs know what the plan is, though, yes? Phase 1, motherfucker. That's right, Superman Crypto. We are only in phase... Well, actually, we're in phase 2 now, Superman Crypto. Let's go. US dollar. Here. Yeah, just so y'all can see what's going on. The schwiggity is the schwiggity. The math is the math. Let's get nasty. Come on. Yeah. Juice. Juicy. Come on, baby. Who getting nasty? And for those of you that have been here for the last 2 days preparing and planning, especially yesterday, does anybody, I said it, I told you guys last night before the war zone, but y'all know what the entry is? Any questions on TPs? Huh? Burbisi says we already know. Chris says prepare TPs around 67.3. Yeah, I will shave a little bit. It's only 20 Bitcoin. So I'll shave a little bit, but 67 sweep would be what I want to see first, Chris. But I'll shave a little bit between 67.3 and 67, all right? Yeah. So not gifted sites. We put stop loss live. And when it does something like this, do you think those are bad or good? So it would be foolish to wait here because that will trigger us cascade. So I was already having it like this, and I basically had it like fanned out all the way from, I think, a little bit below TPO all the way through there. But like I started getting notifications last night. I was getting stopped out in profit. Yep. And then were you here when I was playing Warzone, when I got back from dinner and we were playing Warzone and we got filled while we were playing Warzone? Were you guys here when we got filled when we were playing Warzone? I was so into Warzone, I didn't even notice that I got filled until like 2 minutes later. But yeah, we've gone over everything, and the reason why I'm telling you to watch the highlights is because I explain why. You know, why are we shorting this? You know, why might we long 67? And if you just listen to the why once or twice, you're really never gonna have to ask me again. You know, earlier I was like, the most common question probably would be if I got stopped out, because I mean we got filled live yesterday while we were playing Warzone, and you know, there were probably at least 30 lions that asked me about, you know, potential longs and where the TP for the short would be. And so that discussion alone should give you an idea on where you might be able to get into a long. So my pleasure, Tony. Yeah, but like, if you truly genuinely want to make money at trading, do you have to know what you're doing? Is there a scenario where even though you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you can show up on stream for like an hour and just copy trade me and get away with it? I don't think it'll work out. You know, if you really want to juice and make money in trading, you have to know what you're doing. Is there any scenario where you get away with making money long term and you don't know what you're doing? And so if I genuinely want you guys to juice, I genuinely want you guys to know what you're doing. I spent 9 hours yesterday explaining this short, why the stop loss would have to be like around here, why your TPs would be down here. So if you really want me to just give you a random number, I'm more than happy to, but you're gonna get wrecked because you need to be able to know how to look at open interest, look at CVD. Do you actually have a better than 50-50 chance that it's gonna bounce or reject? So if you straight up tell me, yo, fuck all that like TA shit, just give me the number. I will tell you the number, but I'm also gonna, you know, tell you you're probably gonna get fucked. So like 67 is a zone, you know, 65 is a zone. What I would suggest is, you know, pull out volume levels, pull out TPO levels, pull out Fibonacci levels, and whatever levels that have, you know, look at bad lows, you know, be aware of single prints. And the levels that have the most amount of confluence, that's where you want to watch. That's your level of interest. And then as you approach that level of interest and as you're reacting at that level of interest, you're looking at CVD, OI, RSI, any sort of oscillating data to see if you have a bullish or a bearish edge. And if you do, then you take your shot and that's it. And even before you take your shot, you're already planning your risk management. So you know where your entry is, you know where your stop loss is, and you have a rough idea where your TP is and where your TP and stop loss is. So, sounds good. Alidade says, it's on YouTube, exclamation YouTube. Every day's highlights, every day stream's highlight is in the YouTube. Shout out MGK. Tros de Quonion says, how do you know which direction you throw the fib? You go left to right. So if you want this, the retracement for this move, you go left to right. Wow, my mouse is freaking out. Swing high, swing low. Okay, so that's your golden pocket retracement. Okay, if you want the golden pocket retracement for this move, then you go like that. Okay, it's at the 618 right now. If you want the golden pocket retracement for this move, then you go from high, low, and that's your golden pocket. Pixel. Coochie says, do you think New York will dump? You're still asking, you don't want to ask questions like that, Coochie Sailor. Who knows? In fact, what data would I look at other than getting in my DeLorean and going 88 miles per hour? What could I possibly look at to know if New York will dump or not? It's CPI Wednesday, which means that we're going to probably wait 12, 13, 14 minutes for the like the post-market stuff to get executed, and then we're going to see the Bugamas. So give it another like 10 minutes. Let's see where the Bugamas are. But aside from that, it's not so much about do you think New York will dump. The question is, do you have a plan if New York pumps and if New York dumps? If it pumps, you know, where's a level of interest that could be a potential short? What would be the data that tells you that it's actually okay to take a short because you have a bearish edge? What about if it dumps? Where's the level of interest that you would think about longing? What's the data that's going to tell you that you have an edge? You know, what's your stop loss going to be? How will you enter? You know, are you going to wait for structure like a swing fail? You're going to put blind limits in? Let's see here. Com says, as single prints are now above, what do you think of re-enter short from 68.5 to 68 level? Sure. But com, you know what I'm going to say? Articulate some edge for me, brother. And I'm not having you do it for me. It's really for you. So you've identified a level. I see, like you said, okay, single prints are there. Okay. What else? Com. Yeah, I'm with you pretty much. I mean, were you here earlier when I drew it like this and then I also did like this? So you have like structure, which could be a bearish retest. You have your single prints and you have your volume node. Yeah, so if it does go back, for sure. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to get stopped out and profit on a move like that, right? So, but we're all seeing the same thing, right? Everybody saw all that. So it wouldn't be bad. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be bad, but I would just, I'm just trying to wait to see what the 67 thing is, man. The 67 thing is going to be interesting. I would definitely rewind, Hayato, and get caught up, but I mean, you've been here the last couple weeks, so you know the breakdown of the logic, right? So this is still value area low. That's data. If you breach and turn it into support, we're going to 75. So it depends, Hayato. Are there bad highs? Yes. Will I entertain a 70K short? Yes. But I have to see edge, because if I have edge, then even if I'm wrong or it doesn't go my way, the edge is going to buy me time and buffer room so I can get stopped out at break even or tiny profit, just like how we did earlier. Did you see the other trade that we took live? It was live on VIP. So I would say if you just got here, it might be worth it to rewind and get caught up. But if you watched yesterday's highlights, you should be good to go. Did we go to 67.3 and sweep the bad lows? No. So not ahead. There's no long to be had until that level gets swept. And they just made a bad low again there anyways. Uh-oh. God damn it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Stop playing with me. Math. Fernand says, they watching your stream? I mean, this is all me though. That was all me. But let's see. Let's just be patient. It's all good. Did anybody like front run the bitch and already in a short? That's big dick energy. I like that. I don't know if you want to do that every single time. You know. But here's the thing. If you front ran the confirmation candle, hey, you gonna learn. And I don't mean that in a bad way, right? Like if you front ran this bitch, and this next 30-minute candle closes like this, you're not freaking out, right? It is what it is. You know exactly what the risk you're taking is, right? So on a scale from most conservative to most aggressive, front run, blind limits with ATR and fib stop loss. Wait 30-minute candle formation. Enter from sweep to 0.75. So the most aggressive would be to front run it, right? Put blind limits in, fuck it. The second most aggressive is you at least wait for the structure, okay? And then you go from the sweep level all the way to the 0.75. So you go like this. From here to there. And you put immediately limits from here, limit, stop loss. So technically, this guy got filled for a little bit right there. You remember when we did that? Most conservative. Wait 30-minute candle formation and confirmation. Enter from golden pocket retrace. So some people are going to wait for this candle to close 24 minutes. Then they're going to go swing high, swing low, and then try to get in like right there type of shit. Pixel motherfucking perfect. I've drawn so many fucking fibs. Like this is when this happens to y'all, that's when you know you've been drawing too many fibs. You know, and then there's hybrid versions of this in here. Okay? Would it be considered a valid hidden bear div on the 30-minute starting yesterday, value area high to this point? Like that? When you want to show me like a div, you know what would be dope is if you could just screenshot it and then upload it to like Imager and then share the URL. That way we don't have to keep going back and forth like, is this it? Is this it? No, did you mean it from here? But this is it? Exactly. Yeah, that's a hidden bear div. So as an extension of that thought, Yannick, if you have this, okay, if this comes back, let's just choose this level. But if this does this, and if that's what is that? Something to keep in mind, right? You would want to anticipate for this, right? Are you going to get stopped out in profit and re-enter, or are you going to add? Think about it now, so when it does start to pump back up, you're not freaking the fuck out. Always think of worst case shit. You know, even right, if this is a bear div, a hidden bear div with a regular bear div, what are you going to do? What's your plan? Mandelo says depends on OI. I love that. I love that. Because what would be the open interest that you would want to see to take a short? You would want all of these people to get stopped out, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there you go. But again, I'm not saying that that's what we're going to get, but I'm just saying, like, think about all of those things. It's like chess. You should be thinking about all the different possibilities, at least have a loose plan on how you would do it. So if it does show up, you don't have to scramble and try to think what you're going to do. All you have to do is just execute. But for example, there's a hidden bear div, right? So getting like a regular bear div will be pretty interesting. And then Yannick, I haven't seen it myself, but like, what about CVD? Do you have let's look at it together. So this, you see it, 70,910, dink, dink. 70,910, dink, 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 dink. So now the question for you would be hidden bear div on RSI, no bear div on CVD. What's the outcome? Or what do you think is the probability? And the good news is this is definitely not the first time Bitcoin has done this. So if you can remember, great. If you want to put in the effort to go back and take a look, great. But that's how you would try to break it down, brother. Yeah. Sounds good, Yannick? And it's okay if you can't remember what it did before. You would just have that in the back of your mind, and the juice that you're really trying to extract is the outcome, right? The data point. So you know what to remember next time. So you see how Yannick, like, if it works out, it's juice, but what you really want to find out is you want to find out if a RSI hidden bear div works without anything CVD related, right? Okay, well, I mean, it's I don't have my login. It's not, but I just logged in with my Gmail. So let's say, for example, that you see $500 million of USDT getting sent in to an exchange. Let's say that you see a Twitter whale alert that says 50,000 Bitcoin got transferred to an exchange, Binance. Well, you would be thinking to yourself, did it go to a spot wallet or a derivative wallet? Okay? Because if you move Bitcoin into a spot wallet, the spot exchange, the only thing that you can do is sell. Okay? So if you see a Twitter whale alert that says, hey, 20,000 Bitcoin got transferred to this exchange, just by figuring out if it went to spot or derivative, you already have a bullish or bearish bias. Okay? In the history of Bitcoin, there's never been a time where they where they transferred all that coin and they didn't sell most of it. We've seen situations like where they sent in 75,000 Bitcoin and they dumped like 45 and then they took the 35 out. But there's never been a time where they transferred that much, didn't use it, and just pulled the money out. So if it's going to go to spot, then if it's coins, it's bearish because they're going to sell it. USDT, if you see 500 million USDT going to a spot wallet, spot exchange, then the only thing that they can do with that is buy. So when coins get transferred to a spot wallet, the spot exchange side, then it's easy to understand if it's bullish or bearish. You with me so far, Lorbanda? And CryptoQuant will help you determine if it went to spot. So Twitter whale alert will say it went to Binance. CryptoQuant will tell you if it went to spot or derivative. Okay? So if coins go to spot, they have to sell it. You can't open leverage positions. So in spot, it's bearish. If USDT or stable coins go into spot, it's bullish. The only thing that they can do with that is buy, Roger that. Now, the tricky part is when it goes to derivative exchanges, right? So that's when, so after you use CryptoQuant and you realize, okay, 50,000 Bitcoin or 20,000 Bitcoin or $500 million, it went to derivatives. Well, now you know that they can open longs or open shorts, right? So that's when you start looking at either coin margined or stable coin. If it was USDT, USDC, if it's a stable coin, you're looking at CVD for stable coin, open interest for stable coin. If 50,000 Bitcoin or 50,000 ETH or XRP or whatever the fuck, if it's the coin, you're looking at the CVD for the coin margin contracts, open interest for the coin margin contracts. You with me so far? Lord Banda, everybody with me so far? So now what you're going to do, so let's say, for example, that it's $500 million USDT. You're going to look at the CVD stablecoin for that exchange, right? It doesn't have to be aggregated, but you might go to CVD stablecoin for Binance. Let's say it went to Binance, and you're going to start looking for bull divs. Okay? You're going to start to see if the open interest is going up and are they actually using it. Okay, so you can figure out where it's going and you can see when and how much they're using it. Okay, if they're opening longs with Bitcoin, you're going to look at the open interest coin margin contracts. If they're opening longs or shorts with stablecoin, you're looking at the open interest on stablecoins, right? With me so far? Now, let me tell you something that a lot of market makers like to do, and it's a very classic play. What they will do is they will transfer crypto coins into derivatives. So that means that, let's say they move in 25,000 Bitcoin into a derivative exchange, okay? Usually, and I'm talking about 65 to 70% of the time, okay? When you see coin margined, what they like to do is they like to open longs, okay? So if you open a long on coin margined contracts, when you TP, what do you get? When you have a coin margin contract and you TP, what do you get? You get more coin, exactly. So what market makers like to do is they will open longs with coin margin contracts, okay? When they TP and they will pump, okay? When they TP their scam pump, they get Bitcoin, correct? They take that Bitcoin, transfer it to spot, and they dump it on spot. So they take the coins from all the bad shorters, and then they dump that same coin back onto top longers. So that is one small example of how you can use all of these tools and the historical pattern recognition to figure out what the fuck going on. Okay? But if they move coins, the open interest coin margin contract is supposed to go up as soon as they use it. Okay? If they open and close positions, it's going to go up and it's going to go down. Does that make sense, Lord Banda? Does that make sense, Lions? That is just one small example of how market makers get nasty, and it's one small example of how we can use our tools and data to figure out what's going on. But the data is the data. Sometimes people will be like, yo, they're using those coins in opening positions, and I'm like, what the hell are you looking at? That's wrong. You know, sometimes people just make shit up, but the data is right here in front of us. If I don't get to wish you guys a good weekend, have a great weekend. I should be chirping in on Discord, so I'll see you guys in the Discord in Kimba's den. Sounds good? You guys are the best. Never forget that. I had an amazing time. I hope you guys did too. Stay safe, be disciplined, and be patient and juice the fuck up. Love you guys, man. I'm going to miss you guys. I'll see you guys in the Discord. See you guys on Monday, maybe Sunday. Peace, everybody. Love you guys. I'm going to miss you. Stay safe. And where is Sato? Tell him what happens. Hold on a second. How do I do this? Because I enabled it last time. Sato, tell him what happens if they don't use stop loss. Tell him what happens if they don't use stop loss, Sato. He said he's gonna smack the shit out of you. There we go. We got Vitus, we got Sato. All right, I'm gonna switch on the VPS now. Have a great night. Peace, everybody. Love you guys. Stay safe, y'all.